Griselda, and what do you make of how it seems like they just are keeping this consistent run going, man?
Yeah, man. It's crazy because Static put me on to them a long time ago. We were on the Westside Gun. I didn't know about Conway or Benny yet. And Static was like, yo, he wants to come to your radio show. And I'm like, well, I never heard of him. And then when I heard the first record, it might have been Mr. T or Eric B. It might have been Eric B. And I was like, damn, he sounds like a kid. You know what I'm saying? And then when I saw what he looked like, I'm like, that's the same dude? Because I'm thinking he's going to be a little kid going, hey, yo. You know, and I'm like, yeah, okay, it's cool, it's different, and I was like, yeah, but I'll have him up to the show because he's repping the streets, and our show is all about the purest form of the underground, you know. So boom, I started playing his stuff, told him I wanted him to be a guest on the show, and then Alchemist told me, yo, you got to check out his man Conway, and he sent me a video of him freestyling on, like, you know, a blog or one of the it wasn't a radio show because he was cursing, but still, when I heard him and the way his face looking, and I didn't know about him being shot, I was like, yo, I was like, damn, I said, he even looked ill with the way his face is. He said, yeah, well, he wasn't like that before. Here's a video of him when he looked normal, and I'm like, oh, this is recently shot. You know what I'm saying?
Still tearing it down.
So then I got the Reject 2 album from Conway, and I was really into Reject 2. And then once I got into that, I was like, yo, man, both of them come to my show. So they came to my show, and Gunn was like, you know, Fly God, I call him Fly God. Fly God was like, yo, I'm not really the rap dude, really. I'm more into fashion and making one-of-one clothes and stuff like that. He said, I was the first one to come out of prison to rep for my crew. So I said, let me at least rap, and when they come home, I'm already set up for them to get record deals. So that's the story he told, and I was like, damn, I respect that highly. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not saying he's the dopest rapper, even though he's very, very brash about how he's got the illest shit. He's not claiming to be the best MC. He passes it off to Benny and Conway. I was late on Benny out of everybody. You know, I remember they used to run with a dude named Makami, which I don't think they're down no more. But I was into him because he was on Reject 2 as well. And then from there, when Patrick Moxie, my former manager back in the Gangstar days, who owns Payday Records, wanted to relaunch Payday, I said, all right, I'll help you relaunch it. I'll do 4 singles for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was, because we just go so far back with our career. I was like, I'll do that. So I said, let me pick who I want. He said, well, we have a roster from the whole BMG. And when I looked at the roster, I saw A$AP Ferg on there. I was like, oh, Ferg, definitely.
There you go.
And me and Ferg used to always run into each other, so we knocked that out. Then Casanova, I was really into what he was doing. I called Myth Bleak. Bleak gave me his contact. I reached out to him. He seemed like Cass was a little hesitant, but was like, yeah, all right, I'll come by the lab. He came in with his team, you know, and then we happened to know mutual people that was locked up together. So, so obviously, when you know people that was locked up with other people that you know were real certified, that does break the ice. And in hip hop, that happens sometimes. And shout out to the dude that said I have an incredible memory, which I do. Yes, I do. The weed is not
one of the best memories, man.
Yeah, the weed that didn't mess with my memory. So, and I'm 54. But moving forward, I always wanted to do a Griselda record. When it came, I told Patrick I want to do a Griselda record, and he didn't know who they were. And he was like, well, we should, you know, he's like, what are their how many followers do they have? I'm like, it doesn't matter. Their movement. I said, they signed to Eminem. Like, that's all you need to know. And, you know, because, you know, Patrick's a numbers guy. And I'm like, hey, let's just do it. You know, shout out to Ian, my manager. He was like, let's do it. And boom, it almost didn't happen because Patrick was just like, I think, you know, let's find somebody else. I'm like, dude, if I don't get to do this one, I'm not going to do another single. You know, but I don't need the money like that. I love what we're doing, dropping these singles and just throwing them out there to bring it back to the old way we used to do in the 90s. But this one's got to be next. He said, all right, I changed my mind. Go ahead and do it. Headlines happened to be, besides the Ferg record, the Headlines record was the big takeoff.
Yes,
and
sir.
I was like, yo, in order to make the video authentic, I gotta shoot it in Buffalo. I don't want to shoot it somewhere else in New York. And they were like, yo, come to our hood. And you know, me and Panchi, just the two of us went up there, caught a flight up there, and they took care of us on the hotel. They took care of us on showing us around. They took care of just everything we needed. And you know, Gunn he pulls up in banging Corvette, and you know, his whole team was popping out, you know, in the convoy. Yeah. Total respect from everybody in their crew, man. One of the guys even had to possibly do a bid, and he was like, "Yo, I got to go to court. I might be held and go to jail. I need bail. I need to send money to this person, to take care of things while I'm locked up." All of them shout to El Camino too. They're all like, "Damn, I only got 300. Take half. Here, I got 500. Hey, here, I got a couple thousand. Here, take that. Here, you know what? Go something. I got something in my car. Here, take that." They were all pitching in. Like brothers. I was like, yo, this is how you do it. Yeah. And I got to witness, me and Pans got to witness it firsthand. Video was real quick. Shout out to Jason Goldwatch on shooting it. Jason was like, okay, the next location we're going to is such and such street. They were like in unison. I'm talking about this is like 40 deep. They're in unison. Nah, we can't go there. It wasn't like one person going, nah. Well, okay, well, how about this location? Oh, no, we can't go there. Like, you know, and how about this one? Oh, yeah, you're safe there.
Wow.
Like, and they're like, this is where Rick James lives. Rick James lived in this building. And, you know, you know, it was a trip.
So, Preem, before I let you go, man, we lost a great one today, Bill Withers, man.
Yeah,
man. Please explain the greatness of Bill Withers to us, man. People that may not.
Man, I bought his documentary a while ago when it came out because you know you could buy it. Even though I had watched it before, but I was like, I want to own this. And his documentary was amazing, man. Yeah. You know, I think it's almost like 10 years ago when he did that. And you know, singing with his daughter and everything, and she could sing. And again, man, I mean, my you know, being on 54, I was raised on mainly the Still Bill album. You know, that was the main one because as a kid, it opened in two gates. You know, it had an open to the left, open to the right. So for me, I was really into album covers, and my mom had that. You know, Grandma's Hands was the first record I really heard, and then of course, Lean on Me and Use Me were always neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? So. And then when he did the Grover Washington shit with Lovely Day, I mean, to this very day, weddings, you know, anything.
Just the two of us.
Even my workout folder, it has it in there because it just feels so good to hear it. You know what I'm saying? That, like, it just feels that good. So to wake up to him passing away, they said he already had complications. It's not from the coronavirus or anything like that. So I'm glad it's not because of that, because that's the first thing that crossed everybody's mind now is it's the corona. You know, so him, Vaughn Mason, same thing, you know, rest in peace to him. Everybody knows Bounce Rock Skate Roll, one of the biggest classics ever. You know, he just passed. Yeah. Yeah, man, Bill Withers, it will forever be one of the most major staples. His record's going to be way beyond life. You know, even with Tom X Social Club and the whole, you know, what was it? It was Tom X Social Club and what was the other one? They were really the same.
Club Nouveau.
Club Nouveau. Yeah, so I think they were the same group.
They broke off.
Same label. Yeah, you know, but yeah, man. I mean, every version besides his, with my son, that's my son plays that on the piano. He even does the call. I mean, he goes, you know, to do the little extra ad libs. He even does that on the piano. Shout out to my son Jalen, man. So you know, for an 8-year-old playing that, you know, and that's one of his new songs that he had to learn. He got it down packed. I'm like, I could play it. He's like moving my hand out the way, like, no, I got it. And it's like, hey, dude.
Yeah, well, appreciate you checking in, Preem, man. Happy belated, Preem.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to Fly God, man. Pray for Paris coming, and y'all know how I do. Gutter all the time.
The closer. All right, Preem.
Tell B-Dot I said what up.
What up, B-Dot? Tell B-Dot what up. All right, y'all.
What up, you marblehead wanks? All right, man, yo.
What up, Preem? The legend, man. DJ Premier, man.